Hello, I am Minecraft Phenomoid, and this is episode 4 in my Automate Everything Minecraft series. In today's episode, I plan to set up my first automation, and that will be some ore processing. Now, right now, I have just kind of thrown everything in these furnaces over here. I've added 3 furnaces here since the last episode, and I've also added a coal chest up here. But I need to upgrade this system because this system just isn't real good. So what I plan to do is to set up some automation, and I'm going to do that right over here, just opposite of where my mineshaft comes up. So what I'm going to do first off is let's dig out a little area. Let's do something like 5 by 5, I think. So it shouldn't take but just a second to do. Unfortunately, there's a really a mixture here of the materials, making this harder than it needs to be. Okay, so now we have a little area. Let's get some torches going on so that we don't have darkness over here. And then, yeah, let's set one there as well. And then let's see exactly what we need. First off, I'm going to make some chests. And that's because right now these standard wooden chests are just kind of okay. They're nothing special, but we can do better. There is a mod called Iron Chests, and that mod adds a lot of different chests here. And I'm going to make, for this episode, I'm going to go ahead and make, let's say, 4 diamond chests. Now, there are actually different ways to make diamond chests using this mod. I can go the gold route and then work my way backwards from the standard chest here. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use silver chests, and I'm going to make those silver chests from iron chests. Those iron chests are just made with a regular chest surrounded by iron. And that will use a little bit more, a few more diamonds than by using this method. But the thing is, I don't have a lot of gold, and so that's kind of why I'm going that route. That way I don't have to use much of my gold, and I'm using more silver, whereas with a lot of the other mods, silver isn't used a whole lot, so using silver on these chests isn't a big deal. And especially since I have more silver than I have gold, it seems like a good idea. So what I'm going to do is let's just throw all of this away, except for the amber. I think I can keep that right in there. And this, okay, I don't know what just happened. Okay, I'm going to be back after I have this rebooted up in just a second. Okay, so I'm back. I really have no idea what that was all about, but let's go ahead and start making our chests. Now, first off, like I said, I need to make iron chests, and iron chests are just really easy. Now I need to make silver chests, and that includes some glass and then silver. I know I'm going to need some diamonds. I know I need 12 diamonds to be exact later on. So I think, half a stack of silver. So let's do silver chests in this manner. And then I think it's something like that for diamond chests. Cool. So now I have the diamond chests. I am going to need some item duct. Now let's look at what exactly I need for item duct. And there are actually a few new varieties here. There are the vacuum item ducts and then the dense item ducts. What we're going to be using today is just the plain Jane item duct, and that needs tin and lead. So let's grab some tin and lead. Looks like I don't have very much tin cooked up. Let's go ahead and fix that. I have a bunch of stuff cooked up for this episode in here, so let's grab that stuff. Let's grab. This is actually, I'm going way overkill with how much item duct I'm going to be making here, but that's fine. And then I need servos because item ducts alone typically won't move your items. Although in some instances with machines you can. But we need a servo, or we need some servos. So we need iron nuggets, iron, glass, and redstone. So I have the glass. Let's just grab a stack of iron because we're going to need quite a bit of it. Let's also grab a stack of redstone. And let's convert some of these into nuggets. And then we can do this. I don't need that many. Let's go ahead and make 10 though. They will be useful, and we will use them in the future, if not right now. In addition, let's get some... Let's just look ahead here. Let's also grab some fluid duct. I will need some of that. I want the opaque variety, so that's copper and lead. And I don't need very much of it. Let's do something like that. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so our ore processing, there are several different things I could do. I think I'm going to use thermal expansion. I'm familiar with it, and I believe I have all of the requirements to make the items. So first off, I need to make a couple pulverizers. Now this requires all of this right here. Let's go ahead and make some pistons. Yeah, that should be good. And then I don't remember which is which. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I have 4 pistons. That's a good starting point. I need copper gears. So I need some gold. Let's grab some copper. Actually, let's grab a lot of copper. And while we're at it, we can just make a lot of copper gears. Thermal expansion uses a lot of copper gears, so I should be able to use all of those in due time. I also need to make a bunch of these reception coils. Maybe I should have grabbed more gold. Flint. So I have some flint down here, right here. I actually only need 2 pulverizers. And then we need these. So let's grab another stack of iron, and then I need some tin gears. How many? Let's make something like 5 of these things. So 5 times 4 is 20. So now we have our gears. Now we have our machine frames. Do we have everything? We do. Cool. Now the next thing we need is a furnace. A redstone furnace, that is. So we need all of this stuff right here. And we do have bricks with us. Cool. And then that should be... I only need 1 of these. I don't know why I did more bricks, but whatever. Okay, so the next thing we need is some conduit for energy. And what I'm going to be using is actually the second step up. And that is flux duct. And there are other things we could use. There's Ender IO stuff, but I don't have any of the requirements for all of that. So regular leadstone flux duct is this recipe right here. So I need some lead. I have redstone with me. I have some glass. Let's just grab a stack of lead real fast. And let's make... Okay, I really thought I could have made more of that. Oh, I don't have enough redstone with me. So let's try this again. Okay, 60. That's kind of a good benchmark. Actually, let's keep that with us. Let's get rid of some stuff we don't need, though. I really need another chest, is what I need. What I can do, I think actually what I can do is I can just go ahead and use one of these up here, because I don't think I will need my 4th diamond chest. I think I need 3 of them. Let's just put in some useful items in here that really don't fit anywhere else. I think for right now that's just about it. Let's see here. What else do we need? We need a dynamo. We need a source of power. And in thermal expansion, there are 6 different dynamos to choose from. We could go with another mod to produce the redstone flux, which is the energy needed for these 2 machines here. But I think I'm gonna just go with a steam dynamo, which isn't super easy, but it should get the job done. Now, the first thing we need to do is make some coils. Some of these guys right here. And then I need copper and one of the gears. What was it? 2 copper? Yeah. I don't have very good memory, apparently. I just put that stuff in that chest. Okay, so now we have a dynamo. What this dynamo needs is a solid fuel, which can be the coal up here, and then it needs water or a coolant. So we need a way to get water, and there is a way to get water through the aqueous accumulator, I think it's called. And it is this thing right here. So let's see here. Should probably use this right here. Okay. And then we need some iron gear. Copper. I didn't even know you could make gears like that. Maybe that's a new thing. So 2 iron gears. That's fantastic. We need some glass. We need a device frame. So we need another copper gear and some tin. Do I still have some tin? I don't think I do. So let's grab some. Shoot, how many copper gears do I need? Just 1. I could definitely make more device frames, but I don't have like a huge amount of resources. So for right now, I'm not going to. Okay, so that's an aqueous accumulator. And to get that to work, we will need another bucket of water. We can just go out here and grab one. Okay, so how all of this will work. Actually, take that back. I have one more thing I want to do. So my flux duct, I mentioned that I am going to be using the 2nd tier flux duct, and that is the Invar variety. To make that, you need leadstone flux duct, some more redstone, and some Invar ingots. I have some Invar cooked up over here. Invar is pretty easy to make. If you, let's see here. I don't even know why this isn't casting. Okay, so here we are. It is 2 parts iron and 1 part nickel, and then you get 3 parts Invar. So I have a bunch of that made up. I'm just gonna take it out into a block. And while that's casting up, let me make sure I have everything else I need. So I have 60 of these guys. That means I need 20 Invar ingots. Okay, so we can speed this up actually by using both methods. And then I will also need 60 redstone. Let's just grab another stack. And while we're at it, we might as well take a sleep. Okay, so I heard this harden up. That's not done yet, unfortunately. The ingots harden a lot faster than the blocks do. Okay, so after that block is done, we can go ahead and make the rest of our flux duct here. One more thing we can focus on is I actually think I should probably go ahead and upgrade my a couple of my servos. And that's because the more upgraded your servo is, the more filter options you have. And that is definitely something I want. So let's go ahead and see if we can't upgrade our servos to hardened servos. So basically, if you have regular servo and you just throw on an iron Invar ingot, okay, so well, you know what? We might as well just go whole hog here and just go straight to the reinforced, because that's not very difficult to do. That just requires some electrum. Let's make, I think to make electrum, it is actually 1 part, 1 part, and then that makes 1 part. No, it does make 2 parts. Okay, cool. So the 4 gold and 4 silver I throw in here should make 8 electrum. And this should be just about done. It is. Cool. So we can run over here real fast. And we can make our flux duct. Wait, where'd my flux duct go? I'm an idiot. It's up there. You know where I put it. Okay, so that's the hardened flux duct. This electrum is all ready to go. I'm just going to pour out 2 of them real fast. I don't need any more than that. I don't think. And to make the servos, I actually don't even need the crafting station. Cool. So this is the 3rd tier of servo, and that should be pretty useful. So let's dive down here and get started. So I think along the back wall is where I will have everything. I think my input chest, actually, you know what? I want my input chest to be just a regular chest. I think I have a few of them laying around. I do. So my input chest will be in the middle here. And then I will have a pulverizer on either side. And that pulverizer, I should not do that. What I need to do is auto input on the top side. Or not auto input, just have the input on the top side. And then the output, it's actually not a fantastic way to do this. Just because I didn't really give myself enough space. You know, actually, I need to make one more tool. It's called a crescent hammer, I believe. Because that allows you to pick up thermal expansion machines. Okay, so I need a 10 ingot and 3 iron. I have the iron already. Let's grab a 10 ingot, in which I'm running kind of low on. I know I did throw some tin ore into one of my furnaces here. So that's useful. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to move these to be... Actually, I need them to face like this. It's kind of awkward, but that's okay. So the inputs will be on the back here. And then that way I can have the secondary outputs on the top. And then the main outputs to the side. This actually needs to be red. Cool. And I actually do need a couple chests up there. What I can do real fast is I can make some more chests. And since the secondary outputs, there's not a whole lot of stuff to be going on, I'm just going to use regular chests. Okay, so for these guys right here, we'll use some item duct, and then we can use our servos here. And then we will set them to be always active with whitelists. And then we can do round robin. Actually, it doesn't even matter what mode I have. I'm so used to using round robin in the first place that, yeah. Okay, so for right now, we're just going to put one thing in the whitelist, and that's cobblestone. And that's just so nothing gets accidentally taken through or anything. Over here, I can set up one of my diamond chests. And then over here, we actually need the redstone furnace with an input on the right and the output on the left. Then we can drop that. And then over here we can, let's say, yeah, we'll just go ahead and put this chest here. I didn't actually need the 3rd diamond chest, but whatever. Now the next thing we need to do is we actually need to set up the power for all of this, which shouldn't be too hard, because I only have 3 things to power right now. One thing I do want is I definitely want a battery. Should definitely do that. And I want a lever as well. So let's make some sticks. Let's make some levers, because it's always nice to have some levers around. And this will be so I can turn on and off the servo. to power the dynamo, or to send coal through to the dynamo, rather. Shoot, what else do I need? I have my flux duct. I need the energy cell. That's what I was doing here. And my cat just tried to kill itself. So I need a lead gear, some lead, and some electrum. Okay, so the electrum, pretty easy. I already have that all set up right here. Like I said, I need some lead. I already have lead. I have enough redstone, I believe. So let's make the gear. Make that, and then the coil. And then I think I have everything for the energy cell. Cool, cool, cool. So now we need to, actually I should probably grab some coal so that I can actually run this thing. So 2 stacks should be plenty. I'm not sure if I will actually have surplus power or not. I think I will. So this chest right here will be for the input of the coal. And so that needs an item duct down to the dynamo, which will be in this block space right here. But first, I think I'm going to put down the energy cell. So that will be input on the left, and then output on the, oh my goodness, input on the right, and then output on the left. And then my flux duct can come from over here. And it can run like so. Actually, I don't even need this one down here. Because I can run it like this. Cool, cool, cool. And then, just to make this look fanciful. And now we need to place down the dynamo. Is it placed? I don't think it's even placed right. So I'm going to have to rotate this. So it needs to go in like that. And then underneath here is where I actually need the aqueous accumulator. And the aqueous accumulator, to run, it requires water to be on 2 of its sides, which is what the water buckets I have are for. Okay, so now it should have water. It should send water into the dynamo. And now I need to put a servo on right here. How I'm going to have this is redstone enabled. And we're just going to throw coal in here. And so what that is for is so I can go ahead and throw a lever up here. And then when I want to turn it on, I just flip that switch. So then coal should come through to the dynamo. Should come. Okay, there it goes. And then because this thing will burn coal that I don't need it to burn, I'm going to shut this lever off. So the buffer should be filling on these machines, which it is. And the last step here, I guess, is to cover, well, this isn't the last step, I guess, is to cover all this up. I could go ahead and use some covers here, or a cover to make that look nicer. I'm not going to do that right now. But for right now, what I really need to do is I need to mine and get some stuff so that I can set up the servos. So I'm going to do that. I can do that off camera. After I mine a bunch of stuff up, I will be right back. So I'm back, and I've actually done 0 mining. The thing is, I have pretty much everything that will be processed already in this chest right here. So let's just grab kind of one of each of these things, and I can only do 9 things, so let's find the 9 things that I need most of. I probably don't even need aluminum ore, to be honest. Aluminum is kind of a thing that's used for Tinker's Construct more than anything else, and I really don't need it. So we have these 8 things here, and let's make sure. The other things that I will process in the future with the pulverizer, I actually don't need to process right now. And that is because it's things like coal, emeralds, diamonds. The thing is, if you mine them manually, you do not need to process the ores as you get like lapis or redstone or diamonds and coal rather than actually getting the block itself, unless you have silk touch on your pick or your hammer or whatever you're using. So right now this line over here will not be used a whole lot, but we can go ahead and whitelist all of this stuff over here, and then I can take this away because don't really need it. And then what I can do is I can go ahead and grab all of this stuff from this chest and start it processing. The thing is, we won't see the thing is, I didn't have all of this processed because we will see double yield by using this system. So let's just go ahead and throw all these ores in here, and then this can get cooking up. In addition to the servos having more sorting options, the advanced servos that is, they also just move items a lot faster. So as you saw, it moved by stacks of 32 rather than stacks of 8, whereas this servo right here was using stacks of 8. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this lever on, as I didn't throw very much coal in here, and I do need to fill my battery up over there. So what we are seeing is this is working its stuff. So if we just watch here, we will see that every operation that the pulverizer does actually gives us 2 pulverized iron, as we will be able to see right there. And that gives us 2 iron ingots apiece. So we are doubling our ore at this point, which is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and throw all these ingots in here, and I think that's a good wrapping up point. So in today's episode, I made this first little automation right here, and this will be my ore processing for the early stages of this game. It's a pretty decent system. It should serve me well. Right now, this limb of the processing really isn't doing anything, but in the future it definitely will. And this over here will be fantastic for processing my ores. I can just come up here, throw everything in here, and then go back down to my mine shaft and mine again. So it'll be faster, more efficient, and I have some better chests to keep my ingots in, which is fantastic. If you liked this episode, give me a like, and if you like automation in Minecraft, subscribe to my channel because that's kind of what I do. Signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.